My name's Michael Mastro. The channel is Vastu Creations. Today we're going to look at the Vedic astrology chart for Bernard Arnault, world's wealthiest man. If we look to the eastern horizon when he was born using sidereal Vedic zodiac, not Western tropical, you would see the constellation associated with Leo rising at 5 degrees. 5 degrees becomes the most effective point of every house. Any planets close to that 5 degrees, like Jupiter, like Saturn, and from time to time Rahu and Ketu, shadow planets, can have a lot of impact in the chart. So first we're going to look and see how the planets are operating and contributing to his success and challenges, and then we'll look to see how these planets operated, the planetary periods during certain events in his life, and then we'll look and see what could be done to even strengthen the chart even further. So first, looking at Sun, it rules his chart, his first house, and it is sitting in the house of partnerships. So it is the prime indicator for health. I don't know if he has any health issues. But Sun is very strong and contributes to his success and fame, and it gives him great confidence, leadership skills, support from father who already had a thriving business, and his skills led him on to be CEO of Louis Vuitton, Moet, Hennessy, Dior, Givenchy, Fendi, and I guess about 90 other companies. Then the moon, any multiconal sign in the 6th, 8th, or 12th house, the challenging houses, becomes functional malefic. Moon is, Cancer is sitting in the 12th house, ruled by moon, so it becomes functional malefic along with Rahu and Ketu. But in his birth chart, the moon is fairly benign, not causing any issues. So it gives him great intuition. If it does come in conjunction with another planet, it moves very quickly, so there will be short-lived lack of peace of mind. But the 12th house also has to do with philanthropy. He's raised the most amount of money to restore Notre Dame fire, and then Louis Vuitton supports communities throughout with support. And then we have Mars also contributing largely to his success. It's very, very strong, well placed. It's ruling the house of good fortune, sitting again in the house of partnerships. Gives good fortune through partnerships, and Mars is the indicator for property. So early on he was very heavily into property development, and still is. And Mars really gives him a lot of ambition. He also studied as an engineer. Mars is an indicator for engineering, which his father was, I think, textile engineer. Then we have the weak placement of Jupiter, and Jupiter's in infant state. Any planet that's less than 5 degrees has trouble promoting or protecting its own significations. So, but it is close to the most effective point. So it gives, it rules the house of investments and children. His children are running many of the businesses, and his investments, though challenging at times, have been very profitable. He's very competitive. This gives the more negative side of Jupiter. It makes him ruthless, competitive, wolf. He's called the wolf in Kashmir. Cunning, take no prisoners, and very much known for his hostile takeovers of companies. Then we have Venus is at 10 degrees, also big contributor of his success. It rules the house of success in business, and Venus itself has to do with luxury items, and he's very much a connoisseur, art connoisseur, has Picasso's and many famous art pieces. But luxury items is the prime thing of his business. Then we have afflicted Saturn at 8 degrees, again close to the most effective point. Um, it is ruling the house of partnerships, which really is the key to his success, although they have been challenging at times, and he did get a divorce. Saturn gives him a lot of discipline and control over his companies, hard work. Then functional malefic Rahu and Ketu. So they are close to the most effective point. So from time to time, they can cause challenges with the signification of the house they sit in and their aspects. So from time to time, investments can be challenging, income, success, and then there can be some frustrations as well. So his planned takeover for Gucci was thwarted, and then with Tiffany's, it took quite some time with many lawsuits to acquire Tiffany's. Let's look at the timing of events. So his big success started in 1984 when he acquired Bozek Textiles, and that was during a Mercury period, Mercury giving wealth, indicator for wealth in his chart. And then in 89, he acquired LVMN, Louis Vuitton, Moet, Hennessy, and that was during a Venus period. Venus again, success in business, indicator for. 90 got a divorce during a Moon period. Moon is endings, loss. Then in 2019, he jumped from the fourth richest man to the second richest man during a Sun period, giving, fulfilling his destiny there to be on top. And in 1921, he finally did acquire Tiffany's during a Mars period, Mars bringing good fortune. In December of 2022, partly because of the Twitter fiasco, he and Elon Musk falling from first the richest man. So Bernard became the wealthiest man, with amassing about $188 billion of wealth. This is during a Saturn-Mars period. Mars, again, hugely great fortune through these partnerships that he has established. What could be to further strengthen the chart? Well, I would say Jupiter could be further strengthened, and as well as Saturn through my favorite remedy, a Kavash, a silver locket containing the Devata yantras, and you could also put in the Venus, Sun, Mars, and Mercury as well. Mercury is not well placed, so this would give him his wealth, but maybe reduce some of his ruthless ways of acquiring that wealth. And then you want to transform Moon by helping women. I think he does that with his community efforts, and Rahu and Ketu also with community philanthropy. Thank you so much for listening.